And look, you even see Aydan is here. This team is in. Oh, this team is in the helicopter. One jumps out on him. You see another one's going to jump out. He gets it down. And they're just absolutely throwing themselves at Aydan, this squad. And this is why, like, how this team starts winning, because you have these squads. YouTube, Dandro here. I'm bringing you today a Warzone breakdown video. It's going to be, of course, the winning round from the Meta After Dark Steve Aoki Warzone Invitational that was won by Aydan, Mr. Daft, ScummN, and Shlayyy. These dudes put up an absolute monster of a game to be able to take the dub, so much so that this was like their second drop in the final hour. They didn't even need to play the rest of the hour because it was just that big of a game. So we're going to be going through, we're going to be watching Aydan's perspective on the round. I'm going to be breaking down the strategies, rotations, kind of what they were able to do in the key moments that won them this game and ultimately won them the tournament. So this is going to be the first in a long line of videos that we're going to do. I love doing these Warzone breakdowns, so we got more coming at you. I know it's a little long. We're sitting at about 30 minutes, but hey, I think the entire thing is worth it. It's literally nonstop action. So leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. It would really help a lot. I would love it. We're kind of pushing towards that first 100 subscriber mark, so that way we can, you know, get the little customized URL and not just the giant string of random letters. I love that. And leave a comment below on what your biggest takeaway was from this round. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, thank you, Ty, for the 6 months. All right, let's break this down. We're starting in now. So let's look at this. You can see this plane ride is actually pretty good. It's going right over Superstore, kind of north to south. And it's going pretty good. So you can see they are going to drop Superstore. Not a surprise. Superstore is a very hot drop. A very, you know, a very good spot if you're trying to rack up kills, especially. So a lot of these guys are used to playing into squads as a duo or a trio, right? But they're a full 4-person squad right now. So they're going to be super confident landing at super and then continuing onwards, right? And it actually looks like they have super pretty uncontested, which kind of sucks because you land super. Okay, I say that, but Aydan actually goes down. You see Aydan does go down, but Mr. Daft is there to clean it up, which is fine.
Thank you for getting, that's so nice.
But you can see that there, like, so this means what? There's at least one team probably super, which is like I said, not great. Aydan goes down again, and I actually want to pause this for a second, okay? Or I want to talk about something because I talked about this. We saw this on stream, I remember, and I want to talk about it. So you saw Aydan go down there, get revived. It didn't even have time to put on armor before rounding the corner and then getting downed again. And I actually made the point on stream that of the people that could get downed by this player that was right here, Aydan was actually one of the best ones because he had already not popped any armor. So like he had already been downed, didn't have any armor on, which is okay, gets downed again, which leaves his teammates who do have armor to turn around the corner and able to challenge and take and win the fight. I use the word challenge very loosely there. Let's be honest. So we're so they're gonna make it out of super. It looks like it was only one team, so nothing super crazy. The good thing about the good thing about super, at least, of like the secondary thing that obviously like you land super because it's really you get a lot of kills, but also just the loot is nutty here, right? And so when you're able to come in here and find like insane loot. Because you can see here, like, take a look at their money already. Aydan has 7,400. Then it's like 25, 2,100, and I think 2,900 on Shlayyy. So it's like they have insane money. And there's 130 people left in the game. If you ever want to look at a timer of a game, Warzone's really weird. I'm going to let this keep playing. Warzone's really weird because you have to always want to be looking at the amount of people left in the game. You can't really go by like time in game. That's not really a good indicator of like sort of the timing of a lobby. It's all about how many people are remaining. So you saw that they were able to pull their money together and basically have enough for a loadout already within like 130 people still left in the game. Like it's like 135 by the time they were making it out of super and had money. And you can see they're going to do that. They're going to come over here immediately buy the loadout. And they're going. right? So it's 120 people in the lobby before they go. So that's 30 people left, 30 out of 150, 3 out of 15. You know, that's literally, they have their loadout within 20% of the lobby being gone, right? So nothing crazy. And then remember, of those people that are gone, right? They have like some of those kills already. So that's like pretty good. The other thing that I want to say, so look at this, right? This is where you start seeing right here. I want to roll this back a little bit. Can I like, I wish Twitch had like YouTube YouTube stuff. I want to show you guys something here, right? So he's going to come over here. He's going to buy the loadout. One of their teams is going to buy a UAV. Here, Aydan called that out, like buy a UAV. So they're just going to continue. Now they have a helicopter here, and you can see there's a vehicle, right? Two big things. If you want to win Warzone kill race tournaments, you have to be using mobility. I don't care if it's vehicles. I don't care if it's helicopters. You have to be using hard mobility. Now look at this. Aydan's going to hop in this vehicle, and the UAV gets popped, and you see them immediately all split. And what this does is it gives you the most area on the map to have your UAV trigger. Because look, here's Aydan, a very competent, skilled player, now by themselves, has this UAV popped and is now, you know, helping their team, and is going to be able to push in through here and try and clean up some of these kills that he sees on the UAV. He spots one down below. He's going to get the elim with the kilo, has this R9 Dragon's Breath, which has just been absolutely nutty. Spots one jumping off. He's not able, I don't think he actually gets that kill, because I think that player right there is the one who gets it, but he's able to get the down. So either way, he's in a really good position. Here's another one. We watched this on stream, and this was hilarious. The guy is coming out of the sky. He cracks the chute, but as he stops the chute, Aydan downs him. So he gets put into the down thing, and he just goes right through the hole. And I'm pretty sure he dies on impact in the hole. That was so funny. I remember that. That was so funny. You can see they have another UAV going. They spot, you know, a player up in the air. Okay, great. They have a bounty on the map that is near them. You can see Shlayy's going over towards that bounty. So like, notice how this team is as a squad, they're going for max kills. They're not even near each other right now, right? Like, these are 4 people who all feel extremely confident in their ability to get kills on their own. Because a lot of Warzone is like, you know, being mechanically sound, sure, but it's also about positioning. I mean, look at that. Aydan knows that there's going to be people by this buy. Is able to rotate through hangars and is just absolutely lasers down. I mean, it ended up only being a solo, but is still able to get that. That bounty's still up. Aydan's just kind of run through over here. This area is a hot commodity area, right? People love landing here. People love rotating through here. All kinds of, you can basically almost, if this area is in zone, you could like sit in here all game, essentially. This is huge. Finds the free armor satchel. That's great. Only had the 5 before. Now has 8 armor plates. Sick. Pog. And this bounty's still up. I can't see how much is on it because his webcam is blocking, but this bounty is still up, man. And you can see that they're gonna be doing it. Look, spots him up top. You see the lasers. Look at this. Mr. Daft is on top. Aydan's on bottom, putting in pressure from both areas. And there is a full elim that I think Aydan actually gets with those grenades, which is nutty, because those were some nice lobs. And you can see that they now it kind of looks like Mr. Daft and Aydan are together. It looks like on the other side it might be Shlayyy and ScummN that are together. And they're moving. You can even hear out the column. They just have the money right now. The only thing they need to spend their money on is going to be UAVs, and really that's it. Like UAVs and armor plate bundles if they can't manage to find anything. But like, these UAVs are crazy. So Aydan, he's gonna come up here. He's gonna check the left side to see him. This guy is just hot. He's just in a corner, like prone. And I remember watching that. And I was like, okay, like this guy's an idiot. Like even against non-skilled players, like that's not gonna work at all. 999 IQ. Yeah, right. Large IQ plays. So look at this. Basically, they're gonna spend like 80% of this game just with the UAV side. Now, nothing crazy has happened yet, right? Like Aydan only has 4 kills. He ends the game with 23, right? So between now and end game is gonna be picking up 19 more kills. So I really want to watch how that's gonna happen, right? So we're down to less than 90 players in the lobby. I always like thinking of the lobby in like 30 player increments, right? Because it's kind of like, you know, 20% So like 150 to 120 is like 20% of the lobby, 120 to 90. And that's really what dictates your early game, is kind of those first, you know, the first 40% of the game. Those two. So now Aydan is kind of here in mid game. He spots that they're at this buy. There is a res that has gone off here. So knows there has to be at least one player. You can see that UAV lighting up. There's tons of people who got back, is able to crack the armor on one as they go down in. But they're going to be at this buy. Now, the thing about this buy is that you can kind of have a lot of really good angles. And you can see here, Aydan knows that they have to be on either side, and he's going to be able to get one down from above.
I have one.
Wants to be looking for more. Can't. He does have a UAV. He's going to pop another one. Maybe might be able to get the angle to get the full on this guy. He does. All right, so he knows here because of this buy that they're like, you can kind of look down into this buy from up above. And that's exactly what he does. He finds a little guppy player, a little player hanging out. Just wanted to eat his mac and cheese and can't do it. Here's another player, comes, pushes him up on the rope. So this team essentially like literally throws themselves at Aydan. So you can tell two of them get bought back. Aydan's able to take out three of them because none of them actually push him together. And he's just here, and look, he's just looking for this final player. Probably sees they're gonna be underneath. Might be able to even push in. I think we went away at this point, but he's trying to look for where this player is. He's gonna drop in, and he really wants to try and get this because he doesn't want to leave this player by themselves. Goes over to the buy. Knows that he's probably there. Might be trying to buy back his teammates. And look at this. Is able to sniff him out. Give him a little like a truffle pig. And is able to get that. And that's a nice clean squad wipe. Now look at that. Right, already up to 8. And here's more, right? And so, all right, sick. I actually think, I don't know if that was yeah, I think this is a whole different team. I originally thought that was the yeah, you can see here, like he comes over here. So this is like another big thing that I wanted to mention is like, this is like a really high value buy right now because it's kind of in the middle of train. It's protected for the most part. So you usually can like rotate through to get your revives off or be able to buy stuff that you need to. And so by being able to like camp here and be able to work a lot of the different angles, you're gonna be able to find a decent amount of kills. Camping buy stations that are decent in a zone or in a highly populated area is a really good strategy to try and rack kills, especially in a kill race, because you know that like if people are going there to get revives, it's gonna kind of be frantic, and the menu system, like that they're gonna be spending a little bit of time, so they either have to sit there and take your bullets and get the res off, or they come off the menu and then they're trying to figure out where you are, which is just really just more time. You should just go for the res most of the time. By the way, you should go for the res because you're probably not pulling off, and then in the time it would take you to pull off menu and then scope up to where they are, like you're probably dead if they already have the jump on you. So getting the revive is not awful.
You need help, someone?
So you can see here they are Aydan is now, he's just in this vehicle. He's in this mobility, knows that he cleared out train station, is coming over. You even hear to say, hey, do you guys need help? You're going to see ScummN go down. But it's going to be able to pop the self-res. Goes down again and does get full. So that's going to be ScummN going to the gulag. 65 players remaining. You know, we're getting closer to this sort of what we like to call, this is the mid game. So kind of 60 to 30 players-ish is kind of the mid game. You can see Aydan knows that there's a player on top of this building. This is the other thing. This is why you see a lot of players are starting to run these shotguns, because it gives you the confidence to be able to just run through these buildings. Like if he has an MP5 right now, this is a really hard fight to take. But because he has this shotgun, you do that. He's going to throw the grenade, pushes him back. Boom, boom, right? And then he's able to take back out the kilo, swap over, gets the down on the player across. And that's just nice, quick 2 little kills. And he knows that there's one more. Is able to get it. Aydan already at 12 kills. I'm just going to keep on moving, man. This is all it is. It's all about just constantly be moving, constantly just grabbing mobility. You're grabbing UAVs, you're grabbing bounty contracts, and you're just moving throughout the map with your high mobility. And look, like you can even see when he pulls up the map right there, like his teammates aren't even near him. Right? They're all getting they're all on the other side of the map getting their own kills. And you can see he spots this this player that is coming down in, but they don't even realize that he's still there. And there's gonna be a well, team wipe. So Pog. Shlayyy going down again at Stadium. So this is the only thing that does kind of suck. You know, if you are by yourself, there's going to be really no opportunity for trades. But at this point, you know, going to the Gulag is not bad. If you're in these tournaments, going to the Gulag is not bad. Because number one, there's probably a strong opportunity for you to be able to win your Gulag, right? Most competent players are not worried about winning their Gulag. But it's a free kill, number one. So as long as you've racked up a decent number of kills before going in, there's nothing wrong with you know, going to your Gulag. The only thing that does suck about going to your Gulag is that the time you're spent in the Gulag, like literally waiting to fight, is just time you're not spending getting kills, going around the map, getting rotations, like all of this stuff. And look, you even see Aydan is here. This team is in. Oh, this team is in the helicopter. One jumps out on him. You see another one's gonna jump out. He gets it down. And they're just absolutely throwing themselves at Aydan, this squad. And this is why, like, how this team starts winning, because you have these squads. You have these squads that, like, they're like, oh, this is a solo player, and they get really cocky and they push you. And now look at this. Aydan has this helicopter. He's gonna loot up all these bodies. He has the helicopter and could use the heli to push in. Dude, it's that's actually insane. I almost want to watch that fight back. I kind of want to watch that back because that was just absolutely stupid. I'm going to say that was like 80%. That was 80% Aydan being an absolute aim god and 20% that team being absolute idiots. So you can see they're in the helicopter. They're lighting him up. You know that the berth is about to go down soon. He tries to stay in it to the very last second. Critical damage. He hops out now. So already just look at this, okay? Look at this. I should get Epic Pen out. So if you look at this helicopter that has a full squad in it, there's going to be one person on this side, two on this side, and you have a driver, right? So already one jumps out at him, immediately on top of him. And like the second they're out of this helicopter, they're already in this shotgun range, right? So he has the shotgun ready. Bah! There's one down. But then they're still just hovering. So then another one jumps out, and that's an easy down. And like he's able, the nutty thing about that is that while both of them are dropping, that's easy kills because he doesn't even go for the full, right? He gets the one down, and then when he switches over, that other player has maybe still another 250, 300 milliseconds before they're on the ground, which is definitely enough time for Kilo time to kill. And so you can see they just get their gun out as they die. Aydan knows there's only one left. He turns around, and it's this one. It was the driver of the helicopter who has to, you know, try and get the heli down safely. And then some of them had selfs, and you see Aydan is just able to clean that up, man. But that's just like if you're that team, you all jump out at once. They just had one guy jump out, and then he died, and then two guys jumped out, and then they died. It's like that's a panic play from that team. The second that first guy jumped out and died, they panicked, and that's why stupid things like that happen. I don't want to take it away. Like Aydan's a phenomenal player, and a lot of that was Aydan doing work, right? It was, like I said, 80% Aydan doing work, 20% those guys being stupid. And you can see Aydan is going to be able to come over here and buy back ScummN. And just, he doesn't even wait for ScummN to like be back to like figure out where they should go. He just immediately is going on, hops out of the helicopter and gets an immediate down, spots across, knows that there's going to be another one, peeking their head out like a little gopher. Takes a little bit of damage from afar, but it's nothing crazy because ScummN's going to be here. Now, getting these kills is huge because if Aydan is able to, you know, get at least one or two of these kills, it's going to be an area that ScummN can land and get some really nice, you know, get some loot, you know, an armor satchel, guns, things like that. Extremely easy before hitting the loadout or a loadout that they come across.
I'm watching you if he climbs up. I got you, bro.
So you can see this is really nice. Aydan has this cross. ScummN's already on the other roof. on the other side. Aydan's gonna drop.
Oh, I fell to my death, bro.
I was gonna say this is like really good positioning because Aydan, you know, you always want to try and go low high when you're taking these fights. So you want one player on the low ground, one player on the high ground, because it forces your opponents to pick one to focus. And while they're focusing the other one, if you can call that out, the other player then has the opportunity to push in and be able to take advantage of that.
Oh my god, turn me the fuck up.
You can see Aydan, he comes up here. This player doesn't kill him. Well, they are able to get the down. And this might be Aydan getting sent to the gulag. Already has 20 kills though. 37 players remaining in the lobby. Gets caught on the ladder, unfortunately.
I'm gonna play yourself. I still have gulag.
You can see here, just trying to crawl their way down. I think the reason you want to do this rather than just sit there, he could have very easily just sat there and been like, you know, like, yo, like, kill me. You know, he kind of was like, you know, you normally want to be like, kill me so I can go to the gulag so I can get out and keep on my spree. But unfortunately, or that's a good idea. But what I like what he's doing now is he's trying to get himself closer to his teammate. So that way, if they do push, they're going to be within line of sight of his teammate. But also, if he's able to...
Guys, we are fucking frying. We're at 62. We're
Oh
at
my God.
75 already.
If he's able to...
We're at 75 already. We're chilling.
Oh, God. A glitch.
I have a bugged gun, bro. I'm probably gonna lose my gulag.
Oh, I forgot about this. This is so... I hate that this is still in the game. So yeah, it's a bug gun in the gulag. Can't really do anything. I forget if he loses this or not. He might. I would be really surprised if he doesn't. He does have the throwing knife though. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. He's a god. He's a god.
Mad far though.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's such... Wow. Okay, so part of, if you guys want the strategy of how this team was able to win the Monday Night Meta After Dark,
They're in there. They're in there. I downed one.
Steve Aoki tournament, get into lobby with just stupid people.
Right now.
Get into lobby with stupid people. Oh man.
I just got close.
You just put down a smoke and then knife the guy. Oh man. Oh, I can't believe that. All right. Well, wins the gulag is gonna come back. Already has his stuff, which is good.
Someone just res it.
He's able to hit that loadout and continue moving on. Doesn't even... So one thing that's interesting is like, you know, casual players, while they're going through, they put a high value on Ghost. But in kill race, you actually don't even care. Like having Ghost doesn't really matter. It kind of matters towards end game, but at the same time, it doesn't, just because like you're going to be competent enough gun skill wise that like you're going to feel okay taking fights. And you also don't really care if people know where you are, because you're probably going to be firing and they're going to know where you are.
Oh, sure, left. Someone did res.
So
Whatever.
see, Aydan, he was able to pick up the guns, but definitely needs some ammo and armor plates and stuff. So hops around the corner, knows that the guy's going to be in the window. It's a most wanted too, so that's going to be a nice chunk of change for their team. Is going to continue going on. 22 kills. Maybe he ends up with more than 22, because I'm like, I thought it was more than 24. How much? It was 99, and I think it was... No, he gets 30. That's right. He drops a 30 bomb.
Downs one more.
My bad.
He's a bullet in there.
I see. Like, look at this.
On the
Right? Just constantly wants to grab UAVs, wants to pop them, wants to continue moving. Notice there's a bounty contract over here, which is going to be great.
I don't know. No, I think he's still there, bro. I had him with bullet.
Wants the UAV to try and find more players. Doesn't want to take the time for the bounty contract, maybe.
Somebody shot right. I had one absolute.
ScummN goes down, unfortunate.
Down here? Yeah. We have to push this. Fuck.
Nice, able to find more shotgun ammo. That was definitely desperately needed.
Did he die?
Now, this is the thing, is like, you don't necessarily want to be spending a lot of time right now looting,
I downed one.
but it is also advantageous just because you're going to want the biggest things. Like, he definitely wants ammo and wants the armor. You can see he's going to just take the opportunity, grabs the bounty, and finds a dead silence, which that's also huge.
These guys are so bad, too. I know. We just got held. Yeah.
So you can see he's moving on.
We gotta play together, bro. How many kills
Yeah,
we got?
for sure. We're good.
So you can actually see here, there's only 12 players left in the lobby. Actually, there's 10 because they're here. So there's 10 players left in the lobby, and now they're like, oh, we should play together. Because now, at this point, this is where they know that they need the win. So they're less worried about getting kills at this point because they know that they probably will by making it to endgame. Just by nature of trying to win, you'll probably pull out at least 75% of the remaining kills, especially because they're split up. But you know, just in the nature of the game, you know, you can always tell during those endgames, unless you're like hardcore ratting, you're probably going to be doing nice rotations and catching people out. So they don't have to really worry about like trying to stay split right now. So that's why you can see they want to group up and they want to just finish out this lobby strong, because in this tournament structure, you got more points for your placement. And so you got, obviously you get the most points. You got an extra 25 points for coming in first. So that's why winning your games was really, really clutch, because you could put up fat numbers, but you got to think about it. A team could literally get 15 kills less than you and get more points for a round just because they won. So like,
He's got to be flying.
It's pretty important to realize that, which is why you can hear them putting so much emphasis on trying to play together and trying to win. So you see one starts lasering up Aydan, but thankfully Shlayyy is right nearby and is able to catch this little kind of lurker on the cross and is able to get that trade. So nice job by Aydan staying alive there, and good job by Shlayyy being in a nice like Overwatch position. Yet again, there's that up high-low strategy that we talk about a lot.
Do I help him or get you?
And so you can see they definitely have the money to bring back Daft, and Aydan spots this player right in front of him. I thought he was gonna go for the car splat. Actually sees 2, 3 around this corner. He might be I think, yeah, okay, he's gonna hop out. Still here. I think they didn't expect that, because look, there's ScummN while Aydan's lighting him up. He's able to round the corner. He's able to nab some kills, and there's even more still. You can see Shlayyy is in a firefight, and Aydan might be in a strong position here to peek up over the hill. You can see they're by the rocks. They have to come in, but Aydan starts getting lasered up by the wall. But like, look at this positioning. This positioning is really great. They're spread out. So as one of them starts getting lasered up by kind of by a different angle, you know, they have the opportunity to kind of watch each other and watch where they're getting shot from, kind of hold Overwatch for them, and be able to get them in. So I love this, man. This is like some, if you ever want to get better at Warzone, like breaking this stuff down is so absolutely crucial. So you can see there's one other player left in the lobby.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get 89 kills if we get this.
Daft.
Shit.
Holy fuck.
Still not bought back, but you can see they're close. They're excited.
Wait, no, 90. Wait, 90. I missed. Wait, 99 if we get
We're at
this.
100 kills if we get this.
Oh my fucking
Woo, you can see they find that laser beam.
Oh, come on, bro. Alright, we win, bro.
And you can see they put up there 23, 23, 23, and 30. This was just an absolute monster bomb coming out of Aydan, and man, and friends, dude. Everybody came up big. And so the big key takeaways I want to take away from this this game that they had, man, is really a couple big things. One, when you have 4 extremely experienced players, don't be afraid to split up, right? Make sure you're using that UAV coverage. Make sure it's going out. You know, definitely be there. When you're playing together, you don't have to all be on the same angle, right? You saw there towards the end, they were getting those nice little cross shots and crossfires going with them as a team. And then the other thing is just, you know, be constantly in momentum, be constantly moving, be hopping in vehicles, be maneuvering around the map, be popping UAVs, grabbing bounties. Don't worry so much on necessarily looting and money, but just constantly just kind of churn through and be popping UAVs and go. Now, I also want to call out that I think there's a sometimes what can make or break a Warzone kill race tournament is your lobbies, right? That's part of the RNG that you have to deal with. And it seemed like this lobby, I mean, there was at least, I think 2 squad wipes we saw that Aydan was able to take in a 4v1 and actually like extremely easily be able to take them, because quite frankly, the people who pushed them were not smart in doing so. Like I get it. Like when you're like, oh, we're 4 players, it's 1, but like you got to remember, like Aydan is like 4 people by himself in just like skill wise. And so you saw them just kind of like throwing themselves at him, and he was able to clean him up. Really, really crazy. This is nutty, man. This is a phenomenal. So like, I want to preface this. They were so confident in this score that when they were done this, they just straight up didn't. They had time for like two more games probably. But they were like, "There's no way we're beating this." They were like, "We won," so they just like stopped playing. They were that confident, and like we were kind of like, "Well, that kind of sucks," but I was like, "You know what? I get it, right? Like if you've been playing, like they played 3 hours, you go through." You know, you put up your game, and this is like their second drop, I think, in the last hour that they put up this game, and it was crazy. It was super crazy. So, I really like this, man. I this is a really good game to watch, and that's why I kind of wanted to break it down for you, so that way, you know, we could all enjoy it, and hopefully you learn something when if you go into Warzone or even other battle royales too, because a lot of these ideas are things you can use in other battle royales, right? High mobility, you know, setting up nice crossfires with your teammates and things like that. So, huge shout outs to these guys. They played super well. Aydan, Mr. Daft, Shlayyy, and this guy's name is Fluffy Hippo, but he goes by ScummN. All super phenomenal players. They're really good, and it was awesome being able to watch them. It was really fun having them in the tournament.